Namaste, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to our live broadcast of Golden Age New York. We're so happy to have all of you here with us tonight. Be sure to tell your friends, colleagues, and family members that we're now live every night, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. And they can join us from anywhere in the world at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to let folks know that we're here every Thursday at 7. So today's workshop will be about relationships. But before we begin, I would like to introduce to you the Great Compassionate Light. The Great Compassionate Light is the divine, and all forms of the divine, whether it be formless or in a form, come from this light. This great compassionate light, also known as the supreme light of supreme love, is the light that when each one of us pass away and you see the light and you go into the light, it is that same light. Everything divine comes from this light, but you are also a part of this light. Just like a drop of water is a part of the ocean, each one of us are a part of this great compassionate light. So take a moment and look into the great compassionate light and take 7 deep breaths. As you inhale, see this great compassionate light merging into your body. See it merging into the cells of your body. And as you breathe in this great compassionate light, ask the divine to come and awaken in your heart, either as the great compassionate light or as the divine as you connect to the divine. Whatever makes you comfortable. So you can now look into the light and just breathe it in. See that light in your heart. Visualize a bright golden ball of light entering into your heart. Ask the great compassionate light to come and heal your heart. You can gently place your right hand on your heart and ask the great compassionate light to come and heal your heart. Now visualize all of your family members sitting in a large white room. Your parents, any siblings that you may have, any children that you may have, cousins, and ask the great compassionate light to enter into their hearts. Visualize a bright golden ball of light entering into their hearts and healing their hearts. As we pray for another's heart to heal, very naturally, our heart will heal. Because everything we give into the universe, send into the universe, we receive 1,000 times over. Visualize all of the hurt, all of the sadness, leaving their heart and entering into the great compassionate light. Ask the great compassionate light to fill you with the presence of the divine and to come and fill the space in which you're in with the presence of the divine. To completely remove any negative thoughts, any negative emotions or energy from your environment and replace it with the presence of the divine. So now we'll get started with our meditation. So today we're going to do Prana Kriya. Prana Kriya is a very simple but very powerful meditation. The purpose of Prana Kriya is that when you do meditation every morning, when you're awake in the morning, it balances your energy and shifts your entire day. See, just as if we went out into the world and we felt angry and we went to work, we would respond and react in a very angry manner because we feel anger or frustration inside. But if we feel calm and peace inside, then everywhere you go, you will attract experiences in your life that are calm and peaceful and pleasant. You will attract people in your life that are happy and calm and pleasant. See, our teachers, Amma and Bhagwan, teach that the inner world is a reflection of the outer world. The inner world is reflected in your outer world. What does this mean? It means that however you feel inside, whatever you think, whatever you feel, will manifest in the outside world. So if inside you feel happy, you feel at peace, you feel confident, you feel as though everything you want in life, you will get it. You feel as though people love you. However it is that you feel inside, that is what your world will be like. That is what your life will be like. Because we are always attracting experiences into our life based on how we think, and what we feel inside. See, everything that we feel is an energy. It sends out a frequency into the world. Every moment of our life that we're breathing, we're sending out a frequency into the world. So the question you need to ask yourself is, what frequency are you sending out into the world? What are you feeling inside? What are you thinking inside? What are you sending out into the world each and every moment of your life? Because that is what you will attract into your life. See, if you feel confident, then very naturally everything you want will just come to you. So the reason we don't feel happy and joyful all of the time, peaceful all of the time, is because we are carrying hurts and charges. It is these hurts and charges that have to heal. But in order for them to heal, we need a great deal of energy. See, the problem is we have a lack of energy in our life. This is why we feel tired. See, when the mind starts moving, the mind is constantly moving. It's telling stories all of the time. It's interpreting things all of the time. So it's constantly draining our energy. So we're always in a lack of energy. So to increase your energy, we do Prana Kriya. So let's talk about how to do this. Prana Kriya has 3 hand positions. Prana Kriya 1, where the index finger touches the tip of your thumb. Prana Kriya 2, where the index finger touches the middle of your thumb. And Prana Kriya 3, where the index finger touches the base of your thumb. So it's very, very simple. You should do this meditation in the morning when you wake up, and your entire day will change. So your exhalation should be twice as long as your inhalation. So if you inhale for 3 counts, you'll exhale for 6 counts. This is a guided meditation, so I'll guide you through it. You'll want to sit with your back straight in a comfortable position. Prana Kriya 1, your index finger touches the tip of your thumb. You can gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Prana Kriya 2, your index finger touches the middle of your thumb. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Prana Kriya 3, your index finger touches the base of your thumb. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can relax your hands. Continue to sit with your back straight. And just watch your breathing. Don't try to change it. Just look at it. Our breath is a reflection of our inner state, our inner condition. Our breath tells us how we feel inside. If our breath is slow and calm, we know that we are feeling calm inside. If our breath is fast, it's usually because we are angry or frustrated or hurt or stressed. So if you simply look at your breath, you'll see that there is something happening inside. And the simple act of just watching it, of just looking at it, helps you through those negative emotions and allows you to release them and cleanse yourself of these hurts and negative emotions. But we need energy to do this. And this energy we can get from performing or practicing this Prana Kriya meditation daily. Now that we understand why we should do Prana Kriya or meditation every day, and now we know how to do Prana Kriya, we're going to move into our topic of the day. Today's topic is relationships. In every relationship, there will be times when we agree with one another, and there will be times when we disagree with one another. See, we have come in this lifetime to experience certain experiences and have certain relationships. They call this the karmic package. So we sometimes think that we've chosen a relationship, that we've chosen the people in our life, that we've chosen the experiences in our life. But actually, we have not chosen anything. It was already chosen by us before we came on this plane. We think that we're choosing in this moment the relationships that we have, the experiences that we have. But actually, we came in this lifetime to meet the people that we meet, to have these experiences, to have these relationships. We've come to experience these things. But if you look carefully, if you look closely, you'll see that not only are we not able to accept ourselves as we are, but we are not able to accept others as they are. We're constantly trying to fit people into a box. We call this an image. We have an image that someone should fit into. So what is this image? See, we have an idea of what a mother should be like, of what a father should be like, of what a husband should be like, of what a wife should be like, of what a girlfriend should be like, of what a boyfriend should be like, a son, a daughter, a boss, an employee, etc. We have all of these ideas, all of these images of what or who someone should be like. And here is the box. The box is our image. And we're trying to stuff every single person into that box. So what happens? They can't fit. When they can't fit into the box, our image, our idea of, excuse me, when they can't fit into our image of what they should be, we become very angry. We become very hurt. We become very frustrated. And we sever the relationship. Or we scold the person, we fight with them, we get angry. Sometimes we throw tantrums, all sorts of things. We give the person an ultimatum. You stop doing this, you change the way you are, or else. We're not able to love people unconditionally. We're not able to accept them as they are. It's so difficult for us. Why? Because we so want to stuff people into this box, this image. We do this unknowingly because of our conditioning. See, everything that you have learned in your entire life is conditioning. Every idea you have ever had in your entire life, we call this conditioning. Our teachers, the founders of Golden Age, taught us that conditioning is the root of suffering. They teach that suffering is not in the fact, but rather in the perception of the fact. See, because of our own ideas, our own images, we suffer. We feel pain, we feel hurt, we feel angry. Because of these ideas, we're constantly trying to fit people inside of the box. The box is simply our set of ideas. I'll give you an example. You're in a relationship with someone, and you have all these rules and regulations. No, you must only talk to me. You must only be with me. You should always be on time, and you should always remember my birthday. And you should bring me a gift on my birthday. You must remember our anniversary. When I'm hurt, you must come and support me. If you don't come and support me, it means you don't love me. You're not my friend. You don't love me. You don't care about me. You're not a good person. If they're not constantly filling these voids inside of you, this void, this need for love, this need for attention, this need to feel secure, we become angry and we become hurt. Your friend tells you they're going to meet you and they don't show up, you become very angry and hurt. Meanwhile, something happened and your friend wasn't able to come. We're dating someone. We see the person whispering with someone on the street. As we're walking toward them, they give them a hug and the person walks away and immediately we're like, oh my God, who is this person? Who is this person that has hugged and spoken to my person, my dear beloved person that I love? We become so angry, so jealous, so hurt. We have so many ideas. We call up our mother, or we go She won't give you the time of day. She won't spend time with you. She's not interested in spending time with you. She doesn't cook you nice meals and talk to you and listen to you. You say, my mother is not a good mother. You want to throw her away, discard her. Your father is never around or was never around when you were young, and you think, my father was not a good father. All we see are the flaws in the people in our life. We are not able to accept them as they are, nor are we able to accept ourselves. So difficult for us. But the thing is, we are completely unconscious of this. That is what it is to be unawakened. See, when we are unawakened, we are not able to see ourselves, our actions. We're not able to see ourselves and truly see others. See, awakening is a shift in your brain. It's not just a shift in perception. It's not like that. It's an actual shift in consciousness. This shift in consciousness takes place when there's a shift in your brain itself. See, as you start to have realizations and experiences of these teachings, your brain will shift. And as your brain shifts, your consciousness will shift. As your consciousness shifts, you will start to become awakened and you will attract different people into your life. See, as you shift inside, your entire life will change. You have the power to completely transform your life by simply healing inside. As you heal inside, you will attract different experiences and different people into your life. Your experience of life itself will change. See, we keep thinking that the external world has to change. People have to change, our environment has to change, our job has to change. All of these things, we think the external things need to change. But in actuality, when you shift on the inside, only then will your external world change. See, if you're having a problem with wealth, it's because inside there is a hurt about wealth. There is some idea or the way that you think about wealth is incorrect. There's some hurt there, some insecurity there. Otherwise, wealth would flow to you enormously. How do I know this? I experienced this in my life. Everything that I speak about to you, I experienced it in my life. I am not sharing with you something that I read in a book or that I saw in a movie. I am sharing with you my own personal experience based on the teachings and the gifts of the Golden Age movement. So what has to happen in order for this to happen? In order for this shift to occur? It's simple. All you have to do is simply look inside. See, the greatest meditation is to simply look inside and see how you feel and connect to the divine and ask the divine to completely experience whatever is there. See, we are the great escape artists. If you've come to any of our workshops here in person, or you've ever attended a Golden Age workshop, you'll hear us say we are constantly escaping pain. We're constantly escaping hurt. We are the great escape artists. We are greater than Houdini himself. Because we don't want to experience pain. We don't want to experience hurt. We're constantly running away from it. If you simply stop and just look inside, look at how you feel and just be with it and ask the divine to help you fully experience it. Once it is completely experienced, it will just go away. It will dissolve. And there will just be peace and light and joy and happiness. So take a moment and think about a time in your life when someone said or did something that caused you pain. Think about a time in your life that you remember when someone said or did something that caused you pain in your life. And focus on the physical aspect of that pain. Close your eyes and just be with how it makes you feel. And ask the divine, ask the great compassionate light to fully and completely experience that right now. I will also pray for you. Just be with whatever you feel in your heart. Ask the divine to heal your heart. Visualize all of the hurt in your heart, leaving and entering into the great compassionate light. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. So, the law of the universe is such that everything we give, we receive in return. So, think of all of your friends, colleagues, and people in your life that are truly carrying hurt and pain in their heart. And ask the great compassionate light to come and heal their heart. As you ask for their heart to heal, your heart will heal. Ask the great compassionate light to come and heal all of their relationships. Ask the great compassionate light to fill them with the presence of the divine. All of your friends, family members, and colleagues. Visualize the great compassionate light filling them completely. And ask the great compassionate light to completely quiet their mind, to completely silence their mind, and to fill them with deep inner peace. Ask the great compassionate light to protect them, guide them, and now ask the great compassionate light to protect you, to guide you. And visualize an outline around your body as a bright golden light. And ask the great compassionate light to shield you from negative thoughts, energy, and experiences in your life. This will protect you. So we spoke about how we all have an image or an idea of what a person should be. If our mother or father does not give us love and support us, or if our loved ones, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife is not fulfilling our need for love or fitting into our image, how we become angry and it causes us pain. So understanding this is one thing, but what really needs to happen is you need to look into your life and see how all of the ideas that you've had in your life, all of the conditioning, has caused pain to you and to the people that you love. See, we judge people based on these ideas. We all have an idea of what is right and what is wrong. For example, if someone doesn't have a proper education, we say that person is uneducated. We judge them. If the person is going out and drinking and doing drugs, we judge them. We're not able to accept people as they are. We need to look deep into our life and see where these ideas that we're carrying, these conditionings, are causing us pain. Maybe we have an idea of what is success or what it is to be wealthy. And when we don't meet that, we feel like we failed. Or maybe we have an idea of what the perfect wife or husband would be like. And when people don't measure up to this, we start to think maybe this person is not for me. So difficult for us to just accept people as they are. But it is our unawakened state. We are unconsciously doing this. When we become conscious, when we can see these ideas that are making use of us, it's the mind. When we become conscious, Our thoughts and conditioning no longer make use of us. We make use of them. Our teacher Sri Bhagwan says, it's like having a donkey riding on your back instead of you riding on the donkey's back. See, we learn things in our life, we are taught things in our life to help us. These ideas and conditionings are supposed to help us. We learn to brush our teeth, to take care of ourselves. We learn a trade so that we can have a career. We learn in school so we can have a good profession. But when these ideas, these conditionings, these things that we've learned in our life start to harm us and cause us suffering, then we need to look closer. We need to look closer at them. Many people around the world don't just suffer from conditioning. There are different types of conditioning. They don't just suffer from conditioning at home. See, we have family conditioning, society conditioning, cultural conditioning, religious conditioning. So many types of conditioning. Because what are they? Simply ideas. One culture will say, when you go in public, you should always look put together, attractive, so that people will want to approach you. And another culture might say, oh, you should be completely covered up. We shouldn't see anything, just maybe the eyes. Differences in culture. See, this is called cultural conditioning. Some people will say, once you get to be 18 years old, once you become an adult, you should move away and you should live on your own. Be an adult, learn to take care of yourself. And in another cultural conditioning, I say everyone should live together and be together. It takes a village to raise a family. We should all be together. These are all different types of conditioning, different types of ideas. Some religions will tell you to be afraid of God, be afraid of the divine. That is one type of idea, one type of conditioning. And another one will say, God loves you unconditionally. One type of idea or conditioning will tell you that, oh, we are all different. We are different races. We are white, black, brown, yellow, purple, whatever color people come up with. And another cultural conditioning will say, we're all the same, we're all one. We are not different, we are not separate. So what's important is not to judge and say one is right or one is wrong, one is better. It's not that. It's that you must become aware of these ideas, aware of these conditionings, especially in your relationships. Once you see your own ideas and conditionings, then you will no longer cause hurt and pain to the loved ones around you based on these conditions. But you need the help of the divine. So take a moment and close your eyes and connect with the great compassionate light. Connect with the divine in your heart, whatever the divine may be to you. See the divine in your heart and ask the divine to reveal to you where in your life are the ideas and the conditionings causing you hurt and pain or making use of you. Maybe you have an idea of what a boss should be like, and your boss is not fitting into your idea. This is what a good leader is. This is what a good manager is. This person is not a good manager. This is what a good child should be like. My child is not behaving properly. They're not good. Trade them in. We're not able to accept people as they are. But if you can see this, if you can become aware of this, simply just become aware. It will start to change as you become conscious of it. Different neurobiological changes will take place in your brain as you become conscious of these ideas, these judgments, these images, these conditionings. And you will start to shift in consciousness. As that happens, if you spend time focusing on your heart and how you feel when someone says or does something that causes you pain, and heal your heart, heal those charges. Very naturally, all of your relationships will begin to change. See, that's 50% of it. This is the first half of it. This is part one. Part one is first, you must become conscious. And you must see the conditionings. You must see the ideas. Part two is that now you have to experience the hurt inside. Be with it completely. Stay with it. And ask the divine to help you experience it completely so that you can release it. But the last part is a little more tricky. The last part is you have to experience the pain that you caused the other. And this is not something you can do on your own. It's something you ask the divine to give you that experience. And then you just allow the divine to give you the experience when the time is right. For example, if you get into a fight with someone and you say and do things that cause them pain, yes, you must experience the pain the person caused you, but you must also experience the pain that you caused the person. And in order to do so, you simply ask the divine to experience the pain that you caused them. And the divine will give the experience to you. It is a benediction. To make it easier, you can ask before going to sleep at night. It goes into the subconscious, and it can happen while you're asleep, in a dream even. It's the easiest way, shortcut. It's my secret. I'm sharing it with all of you. Does anybody have any questions about what we spoke about today? If you do, you can put it in the chat. If you have questions about conditioning or how to heal a relationship, see, if there is no hurt inside of us, all of our relationships would be happy and peaceful. It is because there is hurt inside of us that we have problems in our relationship. So somebody asked, how do we know when we are done learning a particular karmic lesson? So that's actually very easy. See, an experience comes to us until we've completely learned the lesson. Once we've learned the lesson, the experience ends. That's how you know when you've learned the lesson. But see, it's meant to be experienced, not to constantly wait for it to be over. The very idea that you're waiting for something to be over, an experience to be over, is running away from the experience. It's not wanting to be and stay with the experience. When it's happening, we just have to move into it and allow ourselves to be with whatever is there inside. Once you do that and you heal inside, the experience will actually end. Just like that. So quickly. Once whatever the charge is inside is fully experienced and released, just like that, the experience will end. See, the trick to all of this, the key, is to have a strong bond with your divine. Because when you need help, when you're going through these experiences, and we all need help at some time, you must have a bond with your divine. So how do you get this bond? It's simple. You simply every day relate to the divine. You could relate to the divine as the great compassionate light, or you could relate to the divine however you connect to the divine. You could relate to the divine as Christ or Buddha or Shiva or Ram or Allah, or however it is that you connect to the divine. But what's important isn't how you're connecting. What's important is that you're connecting and that you have a bond, a relationship with the divine. Once you have a relationship, everything will just naturally happen. You'll close your eyes and ask the divine, help me to fully experience this. And just like that, it'll happen. We'll talk more about this in our manifesting what you want process. That's a topic for another week. Before we leave today, I want to share with you a few things. The first is that we'll be here every Thursday at 7 o'clock to share with you a different topic and a different process here on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Feel free to join us on Facebook. If you look up Golden Age Movement New York, that's Golden Age Movement NY. Feel free to join our Facebook group. And we also have one-day processes here live at the Lighthouse once a month that are not facilitated by myself, but rather they are facilitated by the monk, Tejusa, Golden Age monk Tejusa Ji, and it is very, very powerful. So if you wish to attend, you can visit our website, goldenageny.com. That's goldenageny.com. So we hope to see you next Thursday or every Thursday online at 7 p.m. Namaste and have a great afternoon.